start the game, you're going to hit the start button. So I need to broadcast something when the start button gets hit, and then I'm going to have it randomly switch to pick from one of the two backgrounds that I've created with questions on them. So there are a couple of things I need to be able to do that. The first thing is I need a variable, and we are going to create a variable, and I'm going to name the variable question number, so that it's got a question number variable that I can set. The other thing that I'm going to need is I need to come to my start button and have it broadcast something, which basically allows me to control other sprites when I click on that particular one. So there's events. So when this sprite is clicked, so when I'm on the start button, so when the start button is clicked, it's going to broadcast a message, and I want that message to be start. And now I can go back to my stage and say when it gets started. So when I receive start, I want it to change the background to one of the two questions that I've picked. Oh, you can see my question number up there, which I don't want, so I'm turning it off. Notice I just turned it off by checking the box next to it. So now I'm back over here, I'm on my stage, and I want to switch my background. So I'm going to set the question number. Whoops, come on. I'm going to set question number to be something randomly between the two questions that I picked. And obviously you would have at least 4 or 5 questions. So somewhere between 1 and 2. And then I'm going to switch the background to switch backdrop to, and this is the cool thing about using a variable. I can now grab that and put it there. So then whatever the question number is, it's now going to switch the backdrop to that. So I'm going to start here, and then when I hit start, there you go, it changed, and I can change it back. Great. The other thing is that once it switches, I want that start button to go away. So I'm going to come back over here to start button. To actually, the easiest thing to do would be when I receive start, I want the button to hide. So let's go do that. When I receive start, which is right here. So when it's clicked, it broadcasts start. When start is broadcast, then I want to hide itself. And it should only show up then when I hit the green flag. So that was all the way back over here. When the green flag is clicked, we switch to directions, and then I want to show that start button again. So now let's test it. I'm on directions, I hit start, and notice the start button went away. And now it's back. So we're going to do that with a lot of these buttons so that we can figure out how to make them show up and go away when we want them to. Next, the idea is that next will only show up when you're on the win or lose, and it will add to the next question, or it will jump to the next question. So the idea is that's only supposed to show up there. So when you hit the green flag, you want it to go away. So I want it to hide. And when the backdrop switches, which should be in here, when the backdrop switches to win, I want it to show up. So that's down here in show. And I want to show up on lose. But I want to hide when the green flag is clicked. There. The next button is also supposed to then go show the next question. So I've already set up that pull to pull a random question. And I did that over here which is when I receive start to do this. So that means all I have to do is get next to go ahead and broadcast start again. So I can go up to events and broadcast start. I don't want to wait. And when next is clicked, I'm going to have it broadcast start again. So when next is clicked, then it's going to broadcast start. And now I'm actually going to go show it. And so if I click that, it should, see, it's randomly going through. And because I only have 2 questions, it looks like they go in order, but they don't. It's randomly picking because I'm running start again. So if I come over here, I should be able to hide all that. And these buttons here, I want to hide when I hit that green flag as well. But those buttons have another job because I need them to match up and make sure that the correct answer matches up with what's there.